Do you ever wonder about your employment value?
Ooh.
David is here to help me discuss increasing your employment value this month's
Mhm.
career article. And we talk a lot about work life balance.
Right.
And I like this topic because I want to have a good work life balance, David.
Yeah, everyone does. I do too. And I think it's really important to have a good work-life balance because when you don't, I actually not having a good work-life balance can make you such a unproductive employee,
Yeah.
you know?
You can get burnt out,
Yeah,
right?
very easily.
Which means you're just working so much and then you just get tired of it, right? And then you
Mhm.
don't want to do that anymore. And so we need that balance. You need to, work, but also separate yourself from that and do something different to kind of refresh
Right.
yourself.
Right.
So that's really important. Well, what are some things that you try to do, David, in order to achieve a good work-life balance?
For me, one thing is it's important for me is just having a hobby. Having a project that is my project that I do at home. At work, I do these things, right? When I come home, I've got this project that I work on.
Yeah.
I like to write, I've got stories, I like to play music, So I have these things that I work on when I'm at home, and I do my best to leave my work at work so that I'm not working at work and then bringing it home. And sometimes you have to, but as much as possible, I try to leave work at work and have my projects I do at home.
So having a clear line helps you to achieve that
Yeah,
balance.
for me personally, some people can have a lot more kind of fluidity
Yeah.
because what they do at work is something that they love doing anyway, which is the case for me too. But having a line that
Yeah.
kind of separates the two really
Right.
helps me to.
That's right. Yeah, because there are other things to do in life besides work, right? And
Right,
they are
right, right.
important as well. Some of them actually even more important. Family is important, right?
Right,
And
right.
so we need to create time for our families as well. Well, on day 2, which of the effective skills that could help you get a promotion do you find most useful, David?
I think that the checking in, that bit is really important because not only are you able to kind of gauge where you at in terms
Yeah.
of your performance and what their expectations are, your employer, but also you're building a relationship, right? And I think that's such an important
So
thing.
you as the employee, you're kind of checking in with your manager, your boss, your supervisor,
Right,
right?
right,
To
right.
kind of helps that relationship, right? And also you're kind of
Mm-hmm.
letting them know with maybe what you're working on and so forth.
Yeah, you're showing what they're working on. You're letting them know you care. And then after a while, it's not just like, oh, like what's my performance? It's also just like, well, how are you doing? How are
Right.
things going? And you do it, like mindfully. But I think it can cultivate so much more
Yes.
than just a working relationship, and that's important.
That is, and it's much more natural as well.
Right,
I think
yeah.
that's a really good point. Well, we hope that these career tips are helpful for you and that maybe that will lead to a promotion, but at least it's some things that you can consider and maybe put into practice.